You've recently signed with Team 247, which
Yep.
is the British brand Represent. How does a deal like that work? Is it quite transactional in the sense that they think you're cool and a great ambassador, so here's some money and some clothes, or is there more to it in approaching? Because it's quite individual. You know, it's not like a part of a team and you have to adopt the sponsors wholesale. You can cherry pick,
Yeah.
as it were.
Yeah. I think there's different ways of doing it with different brands. I'm very well connected with George and the team, and I would like to think, or at least he's told me, they signed me because they love what I do. They love my attitude and my approach to sport, and the way I promote things, which is for me why I would sign with a brand. We have to align and really like what each other does. But it is also transactional. I would be lying if I didn't say it was. I have to earn a living. I have to provide, and it's kind of funny as you get to a point in your career where you really believe in what you're doing. You have these random sponsors that will come along and say, "Oh, we'll give you some free supplements," or And for me, firstly, I have two processes when I sign to a brand. I have to really love it, um, so I have to enjoy your product. I'm not going to sign to you just because of. I'm not just saying this. I have another job where I make some money too. So for me, I have to really love your product. And then secondly, you have to come with a good offer, right? Because that's how I survive as well. I think where brands get it wrong is they think that they can pull in athletes with the idea of, we'll give you some product because you're going to buy it anyway, and now you don't have to buy it. Well, lo and behold, I'm the kind of person that's very low maintenance. I don't really have to wear a shirt when I exercise. I don't have to take a supplement. So I have to really like your product. And I think I have a handful of brands that I work with, and I keep it that way because I believe in what they do and what they say. I'm also signed to Puma Footwear. I think they are the best and most affordable footwear on the market. They create the most exceptional designs, but also at a price point that everyone can afford. For the most part, I know they have some elite level running shoes, but their CrossFit shoe is £90. Think of other CrossFit shoes out there which are 150. For me, that was a big driving force because I want to make sure that the young kids and people coming up in the sport that maybe financially don't have a lot of money to drop on something can go to a brand, and I want to work with brands that are doing that for people too. So there's also that. But yeah, 247 for me, I love what they do. I love the product. I found as I was aging and growing as a human being, my style was changing and it was becoming more like the 247 athlete. And George saw that and spotted it in me, so we made the deal work.
And they have the half tights as well as the shorts. And from a technical point of view, what's it like to work out in half tights? Because that's quite a new trend.
Yeah,
really interesting.
Yeah, I love it. Getting my quads out, absolutely. I will say though, it's probably not a good look wearing half tights and no shirt, because then you've got a lot on display. So I always make sure I have a shirt on when I'm wearing the half tights. But me, honestly, I think I like the half tights because I also come from a world where I love running and cycling. So it feels good for me to wear those. I love swimming too. So it's like the jammers, so now I get to wear them in the gym all the time. So yeah, I'm all for the half tight, and especially if you've got a decent set of quads.